Today is August 16th. Welcome on into Daily Cards Live here on ClaibsOnline.com. I'm Joe Roderick, joined alongside by Bob Ramsey. Rammer, I can't remember the last time we've said this. The Cardinals go for the sweep tonight.
Sweep? What do you mean, cleaning out the clubhouse?
Right. No, they did that on August 1st. They did that at the trade deadline. Yeah.
All right. I'll tip my cap on that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, but I don't know how much you celebrate it with it being against the A's tonight. You should win these games. They should be just building their lead in the NL Central. Instead, they are on a quest to finish 500 on the season. Now 12 games back of that mark at 54 and 66. Cardinals jumped on it early last night with home runs by Jordan Walker and Nolan Arenado in the first inning, and were able to hold on to that lead. Outside of that,
Hudson was good.
Yeah, he was. He continues to audition for a spot in the 2024 rotation. That's what he's doing right now. He's getting to show the front office up close and personal what they might be looking for in other free agent or trade acquisitions this offseason.
Yeah. And so far so good, right?
Right.
So we'll see, unlike the outfield situation, in April, May, and even June, where no outfielder really stepped up and distinguished themselves. A couple of starters look like they're trying to have a good audition, to use your word. And I think it's a good one. Audition to say they're not going to lock up a spot, but they'll say, I want to be in the group of people to try out for the starting rotation next spring.
Yeah, another guy will continue his audition tonight as well, as Matthew Liberatore takes the mound for the first time since his outstanding game against the Rays last week, where he went 8 innings and allowed one hit, right? 1 hit, 2 hits in the game there. He gets the start today, 2-4 on the season with a 5.72 ERA, and the lineup looks like this. Brought to you by Bootleggin' Tavern and Central State Sandwiches. Lars Newbar is in center, Paul Goldschmidt at first, Nolan Arenado at third, Alec Burleson in left, Jordan Walker in right, Lucan Baker DHs, Andrew Kisner catches, Taylor Motter at second, Tommy Edman at short. So once again, no Gorman and no Contreras in the lineup for the Cardinals tonight. For the Oakland A's, they throw Paul Blackburn on the mound. Esteury Ruiz is in center, Zach Geloff is at second, Carlos Perez DHs, Brent Roker is in right, Elizabeth Diaz is in left, Jordan Diaz is at third, Jonah Bride is at first, Shea Langoliers is behind the plate, and Nick Allen is in short. I promise I did not make up any of those names. Those are the real starters for the Oakland Athletics.
Who can check it? No.
Well, people could go on MLB.com and look, and or they could just take my word for it.
We take your word for it, Joe. You're the lineup guy.
Hey, those lineups brought to you by Bootleggin' Bob's, the dive bar in Tower Grove South, and Bootleggin' Bob's at every Thursday, Central State Sandwiches. They're out there. Bootleggin' Bob's is open from 3 to 1 a.m. at 3457 Morgan Ford Road in Tower Grove South. You can go get your sandwiches out there until they sell out, which they do each and every Thursday out at Bootleggin' Bob's.
Let me ask you a serious question about the sandwiches.
Yeah.
Because they're great sponsors and they support what we do here on Claibs Online. So when typically on a day are they ready to serve food? And then typically, and I know it goes, hey, we till we're out. I mean, if you say, yeah, I know they're open till 8, but I better not get there at 8.
You and I, I don't think you and I are eating that late to where we need to worry about them running out by the time you and I eat dinner. I think you and I are okay with that.
I think I'm on the early bird schedule.
Yeah, I'm saying more of like the younger guy. I'm there too. I mean, I'm good eating dinner at 4. That's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'll snack at 9, but still. But no, like for example, tonight they will be Central State Sandwiches. Tonight is out at Second Shift Brewing, and they're there from 4:30 to 8 o'clock tonight. So there you go. For people that want to go out there, you watch the game. By the way, early start time tonight for the game. 5:45 start time.
Ooh.
5:45 start time for the game tonight. And then all of the times, I mean, we will throw all different kinds of times and everything at you this weekend before the Hall of Fame weekend for the Cardinals coming up when the Mets come into town. Yes.
Joe, I got a question. You're reading the lineups and guys are in and out of the lineup. We know about the injuries and all those sorts of things. I'm interested in trying to figure your philosophy, and not in a gotcha sort of way, and not a gotcha for the organization. Ollie Marmol was quoted, I don't know, several days ago about, look, we've got to put our best guys out, regardless of the record in the season. It's incumbent upon us to try and win games. We're professionals. We should try and win games. So I don't think they're saying, though, that when Wynn and Herrera come up, that they won't put him in the lineup because at this point in time, Edman may be better. Some may perceive him to be better than Wynn, or that Kisner and Contreras are better than Herrera. You can play the young guys and still make an effort to win. Don't you think that?
You can, and I think with Wynn right now, and I talked to people yesterday, still nobody has heard anything about the plan for calling up Mason Wynn. I just think right now, if you look at it, and Taylor Motter is hitting 172, Nolan Gorman is not healthy enough to start, has not been healthy enough to start all 3 days. I think it's pretty clear that they are going to wait until that August 19th, August 20th date before they entertain the idea of bringing up Mason Wynn. And yes, right now, I think you could say if you're planning on playing the best players, I don't think they consider Mason Wynn to be part of the roster, the possible 26 that they could play to put the best players out there, given the future of Mason Wynn.
And that's where I'll disagree with them. Understanding that they're the ones who watch their guy every day and that sort of thing. You know, we're auditioning pitchers, but we're not auditioning position players.
I don't think that's true, but I think if they were in a pennant race, I don't think Mason Wynn needs to audition.
I think he does. Because
I don't think they're going
because you better make sure you're right.
But I don't think they need to audition him on August 16th. I think they can wait and start the audition on August 20th.
That's not what I'm talking. Yeah, I agree. That's
okay.
Not what I'm talking about. Whenever he does come up, even if it's September 1st,
yes.
Don't you think you can say, yeah, we're still trying to win games, but we're playing this kid every day to see what we got?
I think that, yes, as long if you are that changes. I think if Tommy Edman and Nolan Gorman are both healthy, then maybe you have a little bit of a rotation. Maybe Gorman goes back to DHing a little more than he was, and Edman goes back to second. Maybe you see a little more of Edman in center that we saw earlier this year, and you say, hey, you know what? Let's see if there is a future there to kind of make you a fourth outfielder type. And I think then you kind of do it that way. But I don't think you will see Taylor Motter starting over Mason Wynn to get him at bats.
We'd better not.
Right.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yes.
And talking on radio today, it seems pretty clear now, barring something really unforeseen, trades, something like that, that 2/3 of the Cardinal outfield in 2024 is probably set.
Jordan Walker and Lars Nootbaar?
Don't you think?
I absolutely think that. I think if there is somewhere in Mo's office where he has a board up of 25, 26, 27, 2025, 26, 27, I think if Mo is planning on being in here, is planning for the future, I think Lars Nootbaar and Jordan Walker are in that outfield for the next 4+ years. Yeah. So absolutely.
So do the Cardinals, I'm getting a sense internally that they really want Burleson to do well. They're really pushing for this kid. So could he be the left fielder in that configuration? Or if he doesn't really work, Does Edman go to center full time? Or you know what I mean by full time,
Right.
most of the time.
Yeah.
And Burleson DH, maybe they kind of platoon a little bit. Or do you go try and find a veteran? Not necessarily a great player, but somebody, you shook your head. I agree, but I'm throwing it out as these variables for somebody like with a skill set like an Ian Happ, a pro. He doesn't wow you with overwhelming numbers, but he seems like he's always in the middle of positive play.
I would be, and this is we are going off of what the Cardinals Major League AAA, AA rosters look like right now on August 16th, 2023. Yeah. I will tell you that right now, I would be absolutely shocked if the Cardinals signed anybody that can play outfield at the Major League level this offseason.
I agree.
Infield, I want to say offense just in general. I want to just say offensively, like infield too, given Wynn and Donovan and Edman and Gorman and Arenado and Gold. I mean, all those names out there too. I would love to say that I would be shocked if they would sign anybody that can play outfield or infield this offseason. That one though, I will fall short. I will fall just short of saying that right now, especially. The only thing I could see, maybe you bring in a catcher and you make Contreras. I don't know. Now we're getting into a completely different topic than anything we had planned on getting into.
That's
it's
right.
Something that I think we could talk about any single day.
All winter.
Yeah, right. Hey, I do want to talk to you about this, though. I don't know if you saw the news from yesterday. Angel Hernandez, the umpire, once again is in the news as he lost another discrimination lawsuit against Major League Baseball when a federal appeals court denied on Tuesday his request to reinstate the case. Hernandez filed this lawsuit back in 2017, claiming that he was discriminated against because for racial reasons, because he has not been assigned a World Series job since 2005.
So I wonder if the merit of his case was examined and thrown out, or MLB said, no, look at his performance sheet. We're not having this guy in the World Series. Are you joking?
On August 7th, Rammer, Angel Hernandez, according to the box, the stats, all that, the umpires are rated by, he missed 23 balls and strike calls in an Astros-Yankees game, the lowest correct call rate in baseball this season. He has the lowest correct call rate in the league. I don't have a law degree, but I think that's something that maybe you could just stand up there and go, Your Honor,
look here. Right on this sheet.
This was a week ago. He's not getting a World Series assignment this year either.
Here's what's bad about that. Okay, you're upset. You're mad you're not getting those assignments, all those sorts of things. By filing it as discrimination, now when somebody really does have a discrimination suit against the big leagues, and they very may well at some point, now people are going to be, oh, really? Are we going to go through this again? And I think it hurts cases that are legitimate.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Hernandez could still continue to take this to court. By the way, he can still he can go now with appeals for this. Yeah, he can keep doing that. I mean, whatever MLB's paying you, you can keep wasting that money. It should be noted also in this lawsuit, he claimed that MLB executive Joe Torre has held animosity towards him dating back to his time as the Yankees manager. So Joe Torre is one of the. Yeah.
if Angel was on the field when Joe was a manager, we get animosity. That's understandable. But seriously, Joe Torre is such a great guy, such a cool guy who's so even-tempered. I would be shocked if somebody, and the only one who would know would be Joe himself, someday would say, yeah, boy, I really stuck it to Angel, didn't I?
Yeah.
That just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And by the way, doing that for spite is not illegal. There's nothing illegal about that. Yeah, I stuck it to him because he sucks. I don't like him. That's life.
I think that's why it's I think it was a civil suit, and that's why it was thrown out in court. Hey, Rammer, I mean, you and we have money to put in the bank like Royal Banks. Angel Hernandez, though, he's running out of it if he keeps up with these appeals. But hey, Royal Bank's still a great sponsor here on Daily Cards Live.
They sure are, and have been around St. Louis for over 60 years now, and expanding their footprint from St. Louis proper to the east side to St. Charles County, and 3 of the newest branches in northeast Missouri. And each and every one says at Royal Banks, better service means better banking. Give them a call, 314-212-1500.
He is Bob Ramsey. I'm Joe Roderick. This has been another edition of Daily Cards Live, brought to you by Munganast St. Louis Acura, Royal Banks of Missouri, Bootleg and Tavern, right here on Claves Online.
Munganast St. Louis Acura has a great selection of new and certified pre-owned Acuras. Get 3.9% financing for up to 36 months on all new Acura models, or get $1,000 in loyalty incentives on the 2023 TLX and RDX, and $750 in loyalty incentives on the 2024 Integra. Get financing as low as 1.99% for up to 36 months on certified pre-owned TLX and MDX models. Munganast St. Louis Acura, better than ever for you.